What is forex? Forex is coined from the two words foreign exchange, which simply means the exchange of currency either between individual, corporate bodies, or countries. If you've actually taken a dollar, for instance, to any bureau de change to exchange it to get the naira equivalent of it, you have simply traded forex. The only difference is that you didn't make profit out of that transaction. You only got equivalent of what you gave out. Those guys out there are still forex traders. Well, here you are being taught on how to leverage on the internet to do the same trading and make profit out of it. But when it comes to forex trading, two currencies are always involved. That is why it's called an exchange. That's why I call an exchange. And the aim is simply to make profit. You subscribe for this class to be trained, which simply tells me that you want to be a profitable forex trader. So the question is, what does it take? What does it require of you to be profitable at trading forex? Three things are required: strategy, money or risk management, then psychology. Strategy, money or risk management, then psychology. Strategy has to do with technical know-how of trading, being able to trade, being able to analyze a chart, know when the right time to buy, the right time to sell, or to stay away from the market. That is your strategy. All the nitty-gritty, all the strategies and techniques that will be taught or exposed to you through in the course of this training, that is your strategy. And this is just 10% of what is required of you to be a profitable forex trader. It takes much more than I can trade to be profitable in trading forex. That is why you see a lot of persons out there who claim to be forex traders, but they are not profitable in the skill. So it takes much more than I can trade for it to be very profitable at trading the financial market. The second thing is money management. Money or risk management. Now when you're trading forex, money is involved. Now you have to understand how to manage your money, how to manage both the profits you're making and the losses that comes along with it. Most persons, when they are trading forex, the only thing that comes to their mind is the profits they are going to make. They don't factor in the losses. What if loss comes into play? Now, whoever tells you you're going to trade forex without making losses or incurring losses is a joke. When it comes to forex trading, losses are part of it. But the real game is for you to be able to mitigate your losses to the barest minimum. Let's say, for instance, you're done with this training section and you want to start trading. Now, assuming you have $1,000 in your trading account for you to pick up your career as a forex trader, you have $1,000 and you want to execute a trade right now. Out of this money you have in your account, what percentage or how much of this money are you willing to let go? Are you willing to sacrifice in case it happens to be a losing trade? That is you trying to factor in your loss. And the rule of law, if you want to practice proper risk management as a trader, you are not supposed to risk. You're not supposed to risk more than 2% of your account per trade. Now, 2% of this particular amount is $20. So if I'm trading the $1,000, I want to execute a trade. No matter what happens, I'm not risking more than $20 out of that trade if it happens to be a losing trade. This is your risk management. Now, you are factoring the losses into your trade, not because you intend to trade to lose money, no. But just in case it happens to be a losing trade, you'll be covered. That is the reason why during the rainy season, when you're stepping out of your house, you go out with an umbrella. It's not as if you are praying for it to rain, but in case it rains, you don't want to be soaked by the rain. The same thing happens here. You factor in your losses first. Because as a forex trader, you are more like a soldier. Your account has to leave the next day. You have to trade. Even if it happens to incur a loss, your account has to live to see the next day. So you factor in this before you click either buy or sell or any commodity you want to trade on. Now the next thing is your profit. You have to set a realizable profit target. And this is where a lot of persons get it wrong when it comes to trading forex. Forex is very profitable. Forex is very, very profitable, and there are also risks abound. So you are trading, you have to set a realizable goal. Let's assume if you can if you can comfortably and consistently make 5 to 10%, you can make 5 to 10% of your account every month. The word there is consistency. If you can do that consistently, 5 to 10% of your account every month, you are a profitable forex trader. Nobody is asking you to double, triple, or quadruple your accounts. No. You can make 5 to 10% monthly, consistently. That makes you a profitable forex trader. You have to set targets that you can easily hit, that can actualize easily without having to put yourself under undue pressure. This is your risk management, and this is 30% of the skill you have to acquire for you to be profitable at trading the financial markets. Now, thirdly, is psychology. Now, psychology has to do with you, the trader. It has to do with you, the trader. Who is taking those trades? You. Who makes the profits? You. Who incurs the losses? You. So psychological well-being has to be 100% intact before you start trading. That is why when you are under pressure or you are not in a good frame of mind, you stay away from your trading account. You do not trade. You're under pressure or you are in debt, you do not trade. Go and look for that money somewhere else. Then afterwards, can now come to the financial market and try to make the money. You only trade when you are on a neutral frame of mind, when you can only think straight and focus. That is your psychology. It plays a very vital role when you are trading. That is why it is given 60%. 60% of what is required of you to be profitable at trading the financial markets. Also, when you incur losses, how do you handle it? Do you do what is called revenge trading? No, you don't do that. And also, when you make some profits you didn't envisage you're going to make, how do you handle it? How do you react to that also? So all of this psychologically have to be 100% intact before you can even think of forex trading. If you can't handle all of this, then don't start. It takes much more than I know how to trade to be profitable in forex trading. No. You can find a lot of persons who are very skillful in trading, but they are not profitable because they're either lacking risk management or psychologically they are not balanced. So these three things put together in the long term turns you into a profitable forex trader. Talking about the financial markets, the forex market is the largest financial market in the world with over $6.6 trillion being traded on the average every day. Every day, $6.6 trillion being traded on the average every day in financial markets. Now, who sums up to this amount of money? Is this an individual's money or a country's money? No. This is a sum total of some people that participate in the financial market, and they include the government, central banks, financial institutions, hedge funds, speculators, retail traders. Government and central banks participate in the forex market by simply regulating and stabilizing the economy of their country. They don't do that to make profits, no, but simply for them to make their economy look nice out there in the world. That is how they participate in the forex market. Now, financial institutions has to do with individual banks. Over 80% of the money made in the banks, what the banks do with the money you save with them is to trade forex. And they don't give you part of that profit. Instead, they take from you. Banks make 80% of their money from forex trading. So they participate hugely to the financial market. We have hedge funds. Hedge funds have to do with corporate organizations that manage people's funds, like insurance company, pension funds, and a lot of other private sectors that manage people's funds. We have speculators. Speculators are guys that trade for the big banks. These are guys who don't work in the bank, but they earn much more than the bank managers. Then you have the retail traders, which are individual traders who are simply trading and making a little profit. Now, all these underlisted guys, their daily cumulative trading volume is what sums up to the $6.6 trillion being circulating out there in the financial market on a daily basis. Forex, just like every other business or course of study, has its own terminologies. Remember, I said that today we are going to be going briefly into the basics. Let's lay our foundations first before we pick up. So Forex has terms, terminologies that are very conversant when it comes to Forex trading. When you hear long, long simply means placing a buy trade. If I say I want to go long on Euro USD, it means I am buying Euro USD. If I say short, short refers to placing a sell trade. I'm going short on Euro USD or I am shorting Euro USD, it means I am selling Euro USD. Buyers are being referred to bulls, whereas sellers are referred to as bears. Buyers are being referred to as the bulls, whereas sellers are being referred to as the bears. Liquidity. Liquidity is the percentage of market participants, which determines how fast the market moves. When I mean market, I don't mean the regular market that I go to buy foodstuffs. No. When I mean market, I actually mean a currency pair. A currency pair, just like Euro USD. This is a market. This is what I mean by a market. Now, well, let's say Euro USD, the number of persons globally who are actively participating in Euro USD are very large. At that point, I can actually say that Euro USD has or have attained a high liquidity. That is the percentage of market participants. And when a particular market becomes has a very high liquidity, it becomes very volatile, which means the market moves either goes long or goes short very fast. So volatility is the high speed of market movement, and liquidity gives rise to volatility. Rollover. This is a process of holding a position overnight. Today is Monday. Today is Monday, and if I open a trade on buy, I started to buy GBP USD today, which is Monday. And at the end of today, I did not close that position. I left it open, and it rolled over to tomorrow. The art of doing that, leaving that trade overnight, is simply called rollover. And at rollover time, you pay a certain commission called swap, which is a fee you are being charged for leaving your trade open overnight. It's actually a small amount of money that most times you may not even know you are being charged. The swap is commission you are being charged for having a trade open overnight. Bid, ask, spread. Every currency pair has two prices. It has a buying price and a selling price. Bid is your buying price. Ask is your selling price. Now, the difference between your bid and your ask is called spread. And this spread is also the commission you are being charged for any trade executed. When you are trading, normally charge you for any levy or whatever. You only pay commission for executing a trade because they're using someone's platform to do that. So you only charge a little commission. And the name for that commission is called spread. PIP, which is a percentage in points. This is the measurement of market movement. A market makes a move from point A to point B. All right. The unit for measurement for the movement market moves from one point to the other is referred to as PIP, PIP. And pipettes are fractions of pips. Lot. This is referred to as account type in Forex. Just like in regular banking, have savings, corporates, current account, and what have you. When it comes to Forex trading, account type, you have mini, micro, and standard accounts. Then lot size. This is a yardstick to determine your level of earning or loss per trade executed. That is lot size. Lot size is what determines how much you make or how much you lose from any trade you execute. Now, most of these things, we're going to treat most of these things individually as a topic, right? So you are just trying to get conversant with the terms first. Consolidation. This is when the market is not moving in any direction. This can also be referred to as ranging or indecision. The forex market is either it's going up or it's going down. When it's not going up and it's not going down, the market is said to be consolidating. It can also be referred to as ranging or indecision. Candlestick. This is the visual representation of what is happening in the market. And this is not a regular candles or lights, no. Candlestick is a feature on the application using trade, which is called MT4. This candlestick is the only way you can actually visualize the interaction between buyers and sellers in the market. And this can be done on multiple time frames. I'll pull up a chart interface to show us what I mean by this after this slide. There's stop loss and take profit, just like the way the word implies. Stop loss stops your loss. Take profit takes your profit. When you are trading and when you factor in that, okay, I have $1,000, but when I'm making a loss, I don't want to lose more than $20 out of it. You set it on your stop loss. It's a feature on your MT4. MT4 is the application used in trading forex. It is a feature on the MT4 that when you are losing money, you can set a particular price range. That once the market gets to that price, it will cut off that loss and safeguard the remaining money left in your account. And the other one is take profit. Take profit takes your profits. When you set your profit target at a certain determined price area, even in your absence, when the market gets to that particular price you set, it will close that trade and secure that profit for you. These are some of the features on the MT4 platform. So I'll pull up a chart interface. This is how your MT4 looks like on your laptop. This is how it looks like, the interface. If you look towards your left-hand side, these are called currency pairs, the different currency pairs. And these are the bids. You can see the bid, which is the buying price. Then the ask, which is the ask price. Then here we have the spread, which is different between the bid and the ask. You can see how these prices and figures are fluctuating. This simply means that the market is open. Market is open. These prices are fluctuating. Now, these are what are referred to as candlesticks. These candlesticks here having white, red, and green colors. The green represents the ones going on buy, the ones going long, whereas the red represents the ones going short. But of course, you can tweak your colors to any, you can tweak your candlesticks to any color that suits you. Now, with this candlestick, you can actually use it to view the interaction between buyers and sellers. The candlestick are of different sizes and different shapes. Most of them hold some degree of significance, which we will actually come to when we will get to candlesticks. With this candlestick, I need to view market activity on multiple time frame. This is what I mean by time frame. You can see it's highlighted here. M1 means 1 minute, M5, 5 minutes, M15, 15 minutes, M30, 30 minutes, H1, 1 hour, H4, 4 hours, D1 daily, W1 weekly, MN monthly. Now, let's see what I mean by this. Let me explain further. If I switch my chart to 1 minute, M1 simply means that every candle I am looking at here, whether long, short, whatever the size is, took exactly 1 minute to form. This is the last current candle. At the end of 1 minute, this candle will close, and another one will open. All right, it just closed, another one had just opened. This means that I am viewing market activities on 1 minute time interval. If I switch to 15 minutes, M15, it means that every candle I'm looking at here took exactly 15 minutes to form. That means I am viewing market activities based on what is happening every 15 minutes. All right, so this is just your candlesticks. All right, so I just try to show us what the candlestick looks like, and the bid and the ask price. You get to see more of the features of the MT4 as you progress. Okay, now talking about forex, what is being traded? What do you trade? When it comes to trading, anything at all can be traded. Name it, commodities, currencies, what have you. When it comes to forex trading, the most important thing being traded are currencies. Currencies. Now, every country has their own individual currency, but not all of these currencies are being traded. Now, out of the ones being traded, we have the most traded currencies. We have the most traded currencies, and there are 8 of them: USD, Euro, JPY for Japanese Yuan, GBP, which is Great British Pounds, CAD, which is Canadian dollar, NZ, which is New Zealand dollar, AUD, Australian dollar, CHF, Swiss franc, which is a currency used in Switzerland. Now, these 8 currencies represent 8 countries or 8 regions that offer exclusive services to the world. These are countries that the demand for their currencies are very high, and this has made them to be the most traded currencies in the world, these 8 currencies. Now, these currencies are not being traded individually, no. These currencies are being traded in pairs, That is why it's called an exchange. Two currencies has to be involved for the exchange to take place. So they're being traded in pairs. This brings us to the different types of currency pairs. We have the major, minor, and exotic currency pairs. For the major, now, anytime any of these 8 currencies lined up here are being paired together, and the pairing contains USD, and the pairing contains United States dollar, they are being referred to as major currency pairs. The examples you have here: USD JPY, Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD. These are all pairs that contains United States dollar. The USD is the most popular currency in the world. Of course, euro and pounds has more value than the USD, but the USD is the most traded currency in the world because this is the currency that is being acceptable everywhere in the world. So for that, whenever any of these 8 currencies here are being paired with USD, they are being referred to as a major currency pair. But when they are being paired when they are paired and the pairing do not contain the USD, when the pairing do not contain the USD, they are being referred to as minor currency pairs. And examples you have here: NZD CAD, AUD NZD, GBP CHF, Euro JPY. These are pairs that came out of these 8, but they do not contain USD. So they are being referred to as the minor currency pairs. Then we'll have the exotic currency pairs. These are whenever any of these currencies here lined up here, whenever any of these currencies, these 8 currencies are being paired with currencies of other countries, that are not among these 8, they are being referred to as exotic currency pairs. We have USD Nigerian forints, USD Denmark krona, Fatkaran JPY, USD Chinese yuan. These are exotic currency pairs. Now let's look at how to read a forex quote. A forex quote simply has to do with 2 currencies paired together. 2 currencies paired together. Now, when 2 currencies are paired together, we have a currency on the left. For instance, this. We have a currency on the left and a currency on the right. We have a currency on the left and a currency on the right. Now, the currency on the left, on your left-hand side, is being referred to as the base currency, whereas the one on your right-hand side is being referred to as the foot currency. Now, the guy on the left, which is the currency always on the left-hand side, is the basis for buying and selling. This means that whatever is happening to the currency on the left-hand side determines what you are doing with that pair. It determines if you are buying or selling that pair. So when the base currency, which is on the left, when the base currency is strong, you consider buying. When it is weak, you consider selling. I repeat, when it is strong, you consider buying. When it is weak, you consider selling. Now the question is, how do I know when it's strong and when it's weak? Of course, we'll get to that part of the training. We'll refer you back to here on how to determine when the base currency is either strong or weak. Trading sections. The forex market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. But we have four major trading sections that keeps the market open 24 hours in a day. We have the Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York. Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York section. Now, the Sydney and Tokyo section are being referred to as the Asian section. They're being referred to as the Asian section because during this section, little activity actually happening in the market. Now, the first market is open 24 hours in a day. Market closes every Friday, 10 p.m. Nigerian time, every Friday. Market closes. 10 p.m. Nigerian time, every Friday, market closes. To reopen on Sunday night, 10 p.m. Nigerian time, or Sunday night, 10 p.m. But the 10 p.m. on a Sunday in Nigeria is actually Monday morning, somewhere in Asia. So when the market opens for the fresh week, the session that opens the market for the fresh week is the Sydney section. Now, Sydney section runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Here we have two times here, from April to August. So from April to October, which is when we have the same time with London, we use the first time. But this other second time here is used between October to April. So we'll have 1 hour difference in time. All right. So by next month, we're going to be using this first time by next month, which is when we'll have the same time with London. So the market opens for a fresh week on Sunday night, opens by 10 p.m. By the Sydney session opens the market by 10 p.m. Now, 2 hours afterwards, the Tokyo session opens and joins Sydney. Now, these two sections are being referred to as the Asian section. At this time, about 70% of the world are actually sleeping at this time. So for that reason, little activity happening in the market at that time, between the time of the Sydney and Tokyo session. So the market is always calm. It's always calm with little activity actually taking place in the market. But by 8 a.m. Nigerian time, the London session opens and runs from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, this is the largest trading session, the most active trading session in the world, which has a lot of activities taking place during this London section from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Remember, this time here at Nigerian time. Then by 1 p.m. Nigerian time, New York session opens to join the London section. And New York session runs from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. So the market runs 10 p.m. to 10 p.m., 24 hours round the clock. There is always a section of the market open at every time of the day, except for weekends. The forex market is not open for weekends. The only thing you can trade over the weekend are cryptocurrencies. But for forex, for fiat currency trading, it is Monday to Friday, 24 hours. So this simply means that you can actually trade at any time that works for you, depending on your schedule. If you are free 8 hours of the morning, you can trade. In the afternoon, your lunch break, you can trade. At night, before you go to bed, depending on your schedule, whatever time works for you, Monday to Friday, there's a market session open at every time for you to do your trading. Let's look at types of traders. Now, there are many ways one can trade. There are many ways one can trade. You can either be a scalper, a day trader, a swing trader, or a position trader. As a scalper, scalpers are people who do a lot of sitting down and trading. These guys can sit down for hours, 4 to 6 hours in a day trading. They go to the market, take scraps from the market, make little profits. Whenever they open a position or a trade, they don't stay more than 10 minutes on that trade and they open another one. They go to the market, accumulating little profits. At the end of the day, they must have made some substantial amount of money. These are called scalpers. They're simply scalping the market for crumbs. Then day traders are traders who, for instance, today is Monday. I open a trade today, Monday, and before the end of today, I make sure that I close that position, taking my profit or losses. I don't roll my trade over to the next day. If you trade like that, you are a day trader. Then swing traders are traders who leave their trades open, running into days, weeks, sometimes even months. These are swing traders. When they open a position, for instance, today is Monday, they take a trade. Let's say they bought Euro USD today. They don't even intend taking profit on that trade this week or even next week. They allow the position to run for a long period of time because they're looking for more profit. If you trade that way, you are a swing trader. Then position traders are traders who take advantage of market position. The forex market, whatever goes up will surely come down. Whatever comes down goes up. So some traders trade in that pattern, taking advantage of the market positioning at any point in time to trade, right? So you can actually do any of these four ways of trading, or you can actually incorporate the four of them. But the way you trade depends on the kind of person you are. If you are someone who is so impatient, then you can scalping is very good for you. But if you're someone who is so patient, all right, you're so patient, then you can day trade or swing your trading. So it all depends on your personality, on the kind of person you are, determines the way you're going to approach your trading. All right, good. Okay, before we go ahead, I'd like you to unmute your audio, all right, so I can get feedback from you and probably get some questions from you. So please unmute your audio. Let me guess if I can get some questions from you. All right, if there's anything you want me to throw more light on, I can do that.
Okay. The other ones you treated.
Sorry?
Can you bring down the pictures of the ones we just treated?
The pictures of the ones we just treated.
We are now on P calculation, the ones we just finished treating, the scalper, day and the okay. Which one from your own decision or from our own discretion, which one do you think is the best?
Like I said,
of them, or which one?
Like I said, it has to do with your kind of person. You have to be the one to decide the one that works for you. During your period of practicing, you can determine the one that works for you, and you work with that.
But you can practice one and practice another.
You can incorporate the four of them. You can incorporate the four of them. Then you can choose which one works better for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Please note that I am going to steal 15 minutes more from your time. It's already 15 minutes late.
All right.
So this class might go up to 1:15 thereabouts. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's continue. Now, I made mention earlier that PIP, which is PIP, is the unit of measurement to measure the market movement. Currency pairs always have 5 digits. 5 digits. Look at this. If you look towards your left hand side, but towards your right hand side, these are prices. Now these prices have 5 digits after the decimal point. They have 5 digits after the decimal point. This is how market prices are. Now, for currency pairs that have 5 digits after the decimal point, the last digit is always the pipette. This last digit is always the pipette. It is more negligible. Just like when you get your bank alert, you see that you have 105,210 naira 41 kobo. You ignore that kobo side. It's negligible. So the pipette also in currency prices can also be negligible. All right. Now, your PIP calculation starts from the 4th digit after decimal point. Look at this instance here. You have GBP USD having its price as 1.35361. Now, when there is a price change from 1.35361 to 1.35371. Consider the change in price from 6 to 1. At this point, you can see that the market has done 1 pip movement. So the market at this point have done 1 pip movement. So currency pairs often have 5 digits after decimal point, except for JPY pairs. That is currency pairs that are paired with Japanese yen. Currency pairs that are paired with Japanese yen. If you look at this particular one towards the right hand side, you see that the prices, they don't have 5 digits after decimal point. Rather, they have 3 digits. Now, this is how it is for currencies that are paired with Japanese yen, that are paired with JPY or gold. They all have 3 digits after decimal point. For these ones also, the last digit is your pipet. Whereas your pip calculation starts with the second digit. Now let's do a practical example on how to do this calculate pip movements. Let's do a practical example here. Okay. Now, if you look at this chart, yeah, we're not trading, we're not trying to illustrate something, we're trying to make something clear to us. Now, if you look at this chart, this market actually did a long run from down here to up here, from down here to up here. Now, let's assume that you, as a trader, where you notice the market was making a movement or was actually buying, was notice it was buying somewhere around here, and you followed it up and you exit the market somewhere around here. That is, you followed the market, you went to follow the market from this particular area to here. That is, from this price to this price. This here is your entry. At the moment you clicked on buy, the market was actually at this price, right? This was your entry. Then you exit the market at this point. You exit the market at this point. And at this point, you can see the prices. The prices are your entry price towards the right hand side is at 1.30860. 1.30860. That is the price when you enter the market. Then the price market was when you left, when you took your profit, was at 1.31797. That was your exit price. Now you want to know the number of pips the market did from your point of entry to your point of exit. What the number of pips market did from your point of entry to your point of exit. Now what you do is this. You get your entry price, which is 1.30860. Then your exit, which is 1.31797. Then you subtract. Get your entry price, get your exit price, then you subtract. Now let's do the subtraction together. Subtracting, I have my calculator here, 1.30860 minus 1.31797. This gives me minus 0.00937. Now, the negative sign is none of my business. Our major interest is on the value itself, not negative sign. Right. So after subtracting, I have this. To get the exact number of price of pip from that point of entry to the point of exit, to get the exact number of pips, what you do for decimal for currency pairs that have 5 digits after decimal point, to get the exact number of pips, what you do is this: you move decimal point 4 places to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4. move it 4 places towards your right hand side, and this gives you 93.7 pips. This gives you 93.7 pips. So the market did 93.7 pips from your point of entry to your point of exit. This is how you do your pip calculation. But of course, when you are trading, you don't have to be doing this plus and minus, right? I'm showing us how to do this. So as a forex trader, that's some basic knowledge you need to understand. The MT4 using trading does this whole calculation for you and simply shows you your money. So you may not need to start doing this, but just for the basic knowledge, you need to also understand how this works. Now, if you're making use of your laptop, it is quite easy. You don't need calculating. All you need to do is to pick your crosshair, which is this two here. You pick it up. When you pick that cross, from your point of entry, which is this at this particular price here, to the exit price at this point. At this point, you drag it from the beginning to the from bottom to up there. Now you can look closely towards where my cursor is. You can see 3 digits. One, I can see 3 digits. Let me take it again. From this point of entry to this point of exit. I can see 3 digits written on it. The first one is I have 12. 12 simply means the number of candlesticks from the point I started to draw from the point where I am. That is 12 candles. Then you have 938. Now I'm not getting the exact value because I'm not being exact on the point of my location. This 938 simply means 93.8 pips. After the last, before the last digit, you put a decimal point before the last digit. So this is 93.8, and this price 1.31788 is just the price at that point. So using your laptop, you don't need to do this calculation I just did. You just use your crosshair. You draw from your point of entry to your exit. You can simply estimate the exact number of pips, even though your MT4 does that for you when you trade. Now, this is how to calculate pip calculation. This is how to do a pip calculation for currencies pairs that have 5 digits after decimal points. Currencies that have 5 digits after decimal point. Now, for JPY pairs, currencies paired to Japanese yen that do not have 5 digits. Currencies paired to Japanese yen that do not have 5 digits, that have 3 digits. This has been on a long run all the way from down here to up this point. And assuming this was where you noticed it was going long, let's say at this point, you enter to buy at that point and you exit somewhere here. This is your entry. And you have your exit somewhere here. You have your exit here. Your entry price is at 129.702. That is the price. Then you have your exit at 131.382. Okay, so just like we did the previous one, you subtract your exit from your entry, whichever way. I have my entry at 129.702 minus 131.382. This gives me this 1.68. There should be a 0 at the point. Because of the calculator, it eliminated the 0. This gives me 1.680. Start subtracting. Now to get the exact number of pips for decimal point or currency pairs with three digit decimal points, this gives me 1, 2. Move your decimal point 2 places towards the right hand side. Now at this point, I have it as my point of entry to my point of exit. Market has done 68 pips. 68 pips. Now recall I told you that The NT4 does this for you, but we are just trying to enlighten you to an extent so that you can actually know how to do this speed calculation on your own. But the MT4 does this for you and actually shows you your money. And if you check the training material we sent to you, all right, these are all detailed here, very well, safe, explanatory, well detailed on how to do your PIP calculation. Now, when it comes to forex trading, PIP is actually what gives you money. Nobody's going to ask you how much you made on any trade or how much you lost. No. The only question you will get is how many pips did you make from that trade? How many pips did you make out of that trade? That is the only question you are going to get. All right. Now, the pip is what translates to money. Now, let's see how you can translate your pip to money. This has to do with lot size. Lot size is the way you can translate your pip to money, lot size. Now, lot is your account type in Forex. You have micro, mini, and standard lot, which has to do with the amount of money you have in your account. Then lot size is the last yardstick determine your level of earning or loss per trade executed. Lot size. All right, sorry. Lot size is a yardstick to determine how much you make or how much you lose out of any trade. This is what measures how much you are making or how much you are losing on any particular trade executed. Okay. Now, when it comes to trading forex, the minimum loss size is the smallest loss size you can use in trading is 0.01. 0.01 is the smallest loss size that can be used before a trade is being executed. And you can use as high as you want, but the minimum is 0.01. Now, whatever loss size you use in trading at all, whatever losses at all, whether you use 0.01 or you are using 0.23 or you are using 1.74, whatever loss at all you are using, if you want to know how much you are either making or losing with that particular loss size for 1 pip simply means market makes one movement. You want to know how much you are either making or losing with 1 pip of that particular loss size you're using in trading. You simply multiply that loss size by 10. You simply multiply that loss size by 10. It tells you the exact amount you are either making or losing with respect to that loss size for 1 pip movement. Now, if you're using a loss size of 0.01, we multiply it by 10, this gives you 10 cents. So that means that for every 1 pip movement the market makes, for every 1 pip movement you're either making or losing 10 cents. But for 0.23 loss size, for 1 pip movement, multiplied by 10, we are making $2.30. Using 1.74 loss size, for 1 pip movement the market makes, we are making $17.40. So this is how you calculate how much you're making or losing for every 1 pip movement the market makes, whichever loss size you are using. All right. Now let me make this more clearer. Let me make this more clearer with this little illustration. Now let's consider the case of 3 traders, 3 guys who are trading together, 3 friends who are trading together. Now these three guys all had $1,000 each in their accounts. These 3 guys, trader A, trader B, trader C, each of them had $1,000 in their trading account, and they executed the same trade. They entered a trade on GBP USD, the 2 of them at this is their entry price, this was their exit, and at the end of the day, they all made 41.1 pips. 41.1 pips at the end of the day, three of them. Now, but the only thing they did differently was the lot size they used in executing their trade. Trader A used 0.01 lot size. Trader B used 0.1 and trader C used 1.0. They use different lot sizes for their trade. This is the only thing they did differently. Now let's look at how that particular trade turned out for each of them. Trader A, who used 0.01 lot size, recall what we just did. For 1 pip, multiply that by 10, it gives him 10 cents. But he didn't make 1 pip from that trade. He made 41.1 pips from that trade. So 10 cents times 41.1 pips gives him $4.11. Added to his initial balance, this is what he's going to have left in his account. Trader B, the same trade as trader A, but he used 0.1 lot size. Multiply by 10 gives him $1 for every pip the market made. But he didn't make 1 pip from that trade. He realized 41.1 pips. $1 times 41.1 gives him a profit of $41.10. At the end of the day, $41.10 added to his $1,000 gave him this amount. At the end of the day, the third guy, trader C, entered the same trade as trader A and trader B, but he used 1.0 lot size. 1.0 lot size, for every pip the market makes, he makes $10 or 1 pip. He didn't make 1 pip out of that trade. He rather made 41.1 pips. $10 times 41.1 pip gives him $411 in profit. Added to his initial balance, he had this. So these three guys had the same amount of money in their account, entered the same trade, the same entry, and the same exit price, led to the same number of pips, but they made different profit. There was a difference in their profits because of what? The lot size at which they used to execute that trade. Now, can you see how lot size affects your trade? That's why I said that it is a yardstick that determines the amount of money you make or lose per trade executed. Lot size is what determines how much you make or how much you are losing for any trade. Now, for the third guy, it might look like a very wonderful day for him because he makes more profit. Now, but let's look at what happens if this were to be a losing trade. If this were to be a losing trade, these guys would have still lost in like manner. They would have still lost in like manner. Trader A would have lost just $4.11. At the end of the day, he'll be having this left in his account. So he lost barely 1%. That means he's practicing proper risk management. He lost barely 1%, so just a scratch on his account. He won't even feel it. Trader B, on the other hand, lost $441.10. He lost about 4% of his account. He is still surviving. But the third guy lost $411. He lost over 40% of his account on 1 trade. Now, do you see how lot size affects your trade? At the end of the day, the third guy will be having only $589 left in his account. This is what lot size does for you. That is what determines how much you make or how much you lose out of your trade. That is why it's always advisable to use a minimal lot size when you are trading. A lot of persons wants to maximize their profit on 1 trade. No. Forex understands little consistent efforts. Make the money gradually. The wise man once said, I would rather get rich slowly and to get poor very fast. Make the money gradually. Little consistent efforts. That is what forex trading requires. Not for you to double or triple your account. Make little profit consistently. That is what makes you profitable. And being very mindful about your lot size is what keeps you in the forex market, because the account has to live the next day. So this is what lot size does for you when you trade. Okay. All right. Going forward, I'm trying to round up. I will need you to unmute your audio so that I can get some feedback from you. And let me know, are you making use of your laptop or your phone?
Making use of phone.
Okay. Making use of your phone, I will guide you on how to install MT4 on your phone. But you have a laptop, right?
I'm in office. I'm not.
But you have a
I
laptop
have
at
a
home.
laptop in my house. Yes.
Okay. I don't know when you'll be chanced, but you need to come with your laptop so that we can guide you on how to anytime you be free, maybe within the week, so that we can guide you to install the MT4 on your laptop and also
Okay.
give you there are some materials that will not be able to send to you via email or WhatsApp. So it has to be sent through to you through flash drive or directly to your laptop. So these are materials that also aid your learning process. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay. What is this? Send me your address to my WhatsApp.
yes,
Then on Friday, once I'm just.
that will be sent to you. All right. Okay. Now, while I'm going to guide you slowly, I'm going to guide you on how to install MT4 on your phone. Okay. Now we're going to do that, and now I'll wrap up with that. Now, in doing that, I will need you to do something on your phone. I need to see your phone screen. So to do that, if you look under your phone, you're going to see where you have share.
Share. Yeah.
Yeah, click on it. Click on it and select share screen.
So you cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, you can try that now.
Okay. Okay. I'm on it. What next?
Have you clicked on share screen?
Yes, I saw Microsoft OneDrive, Google
No,
Drive, Boss.
select share screen, so that I can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah. Is Samsung 812.
No, no, no. What are the options you are seeing? I mean, the option should be there should be an option to share screen. When you click on that share, it will give you a list of
I
options.
okay. I clicked on the screen itself.
There should be an option share where they write screen. So you click on that screen. Once you do that, I should be able to see your screen.
Okay. I have option here. I have Google Drive, Boss, photo, document, screen,
Click on screen.
camera,
Click on
share.
screen. Click on screen.
Okay. Start now. So what else do I click? I have a lot of options here.
No, just on that screen. I don't think you've totally done that because if you've done that, I should be able to see your screen. I'm not seeing
I've
it.
done I've done that, but it's bringing something else. Screen. It says start recording or casting with Zoom. It says start now. I should
Yes,
click on it.
yes.
I've clicked on it, and it's giving me more other things. So it said this permission allows the app to show on top of other apps while you are using. This may interfere with your this. So maybe I need to off them or what?
Wait, hold
I have
on.
so
Hold
many
on.
options.
You have to do it again. Do that again because it's supposed to share that screen at once without going through this process. Do it again. That share
Okay.
screen. Click on screen. Your screen needs to come up so that I can see what you're doing.
Okay. Okay, let me go back. Share screen. It's still bringing out all those things.
Okay, just slowly tell me what is bringing out. Let me know.
Say appear on top. This permission allows an app to show things on top of other apps you are using. This may interfere with your use of other apps.
Click on it
So
first.
then we have Access Bank, Android Auto, so many other apps. Let me on
It's,
them. Let's see.
it's not supposed to show like that. Once you click on that share screen, you're supposed to just share your screen, that I'll be seeing your screen. Supposed to
It's a
share your
new phone.
screen.
I've not even used this before.
All right, just follow the instruction and let's, because I need to see your screen. I need to see what you're doing.
I don't know why it's doing. Maybe when I come that Friday or any day I will come, but it's not doing what I expected it to do.
Okay, try to comment something to you so that I can guide you on how to do that. Then all right, the MT4, which is this application that I've just showed you initially. This is your MT4 using tool. I already showed you some feature. Now this MT4 has three types of charts. It has three
Okay.
types of charts. The first one is your line chart. The first one is your line chart. Now the line chart simply shows you set of lines, and you cannot decide to either buy or sell with your line chart. No, it doesn't give you that information. You can't decide to buy or sell to your line chart. Another type of chart it has is your bar chart. The bar chart looks more like this. This is an ancient type of chart. It's difficult to read that even most professional traders don't know how to read the bar chart. But the most user-friendly chart that is being used when it comes to forex trading is the line chart. Sorry, the candlestick chart. Sorry, the candlestick chart. This candlestick chart has candlesticks that can actually tell you the activities between buyers and sellers. We'll come to candlestick well detailed. Then we'll get to that particular class. All right. We'll get to a very detailed training on candlesticks so you can understand how to trade making use of a candlestick. Now, okay, hold on. I think I can see your screen now. Are you with me?
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I'm, is it? All right, now, can you go to Google Play Store?
From here.
I think, yes, go to your Google Play
Okay.
Store.
I'm there. I'm there.
Type MT4, MT4, MT4.
I've seen it.
Okay. Install.
MetaTrader Forest
Yes, install.
is installing.
Okay. Just wait for it.
It has
Open.
installed.
Open.
Okay.
Just wait for it to load up.
Accept.
Okay.
Okay, I'm there now.
All right. Now, on your top left, you see three dashes on your top left. Click on it.
Up left.
There is something that's showing on your screen. Can you take it out?
Yes. I'm saying is I don't know how this thing entire.
All right, just leave it. You can bring it to the down. You can carry it to down. Carry it down to downward so that. All right, just leave it. Click on your top right. Sorry, your top left. Top left. There are three dashes on your top left. Click on it. Are you with me? Hello, are you with me? Your top left, beside where the road trade, there are three dashes. There's an option.
Yeah. Yes, I've seen the option. Code. I click on.
I click on manage account. I think your network is kind of bad. Click on manage accounts.
Okay, I've clicked. This thing is this. Okay, thank God. I've clicked on it.
Okay, now click on the plus sign on your top right.
Okay,
Click
I've done
on
that.
click on open a demo account. Okay, click on that place they say find broker.
I've done that.
Okay. All right. Type 8 cap 8 EI.
Okay. EIGHT.
Yes. Okay. Select the second option. The second one. Okay. All right. Just put your name, your phone number, email address.
Um,
Okay. Now, on the account type, drop that place down. Okay, hold on. Select 8 STD second option, second one. Okay. Then click on create account. Click on done. All right, we've succeeded in guiding you to create a demo account. All right, this is a demo account that has $10,000 in it, but it's just an account for you to practice. All right, everything on the account is the same thing as a regular normal chart, but the other thing is that the money there is a virtual money that you cannot withdraw. It's a practice account that will help you in practicing. Okay. All right,
okay.
let me help you to set up the MT4 before we round up. On the bottom, click the second option.
Mhm.
You see something that looks like 3 candlesticks on the bottom.
3 candles, as in, is it the one that is 3 or the
Yeah.
one that have one head and 3?
The 3, this is like 3
The second
candles.
option
The second
from left.
option. Yeah, second option.
Yes.
Okay.
I've
All right.
clicked on-
Just tap on the top, tap on the chart, tap on it. Yes. Now click on that F sign. That now looks like F. Click on it. Okay. Now on your top right, click on that waste basket
waste basket.
on your top right. Oh, now these open boxes, select the open boxes on moving average and relative strength index. Select the 2 boxes. Click on that waste basket again to dispose them. Okay. Now go to your top left. That 3 dashes on your top left. Click on it.
Top left.
The 3
The
dashes.
1.10.
The 3 dashes on your top left, top left, top left. 3
Okay,
dashes.
sorry. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's not coming up. Yeah, okay. Go down to settings.
It's up.
Go down to settings. Okay.
I've done that.
Select advanced mode. Is the first option. Select the box.
Okay, okay.
Select the box for data window.
Data window. Okay.
Go down, click on colors. Click on colors. Okay. Now, where you have bar up, you see bar up.
Wow.
Bar up.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Click on that black color there. Click on that black color beside it.
I've done that.
Okay, select green. Select green. Any green, any green of your choice. There are about six different colors of green. Anyone that suits you better, select it. Okay, bar down, go to bar down, click on the black column, bar down. Select red. Okay, now the bull candle, click on it. Select the same green you chose for the bar up. The same green you selected for the bar up. Then for bear candle, select the same red you chose for bar down. The same red you chose for bar down. All right, click on done. Click on done. All right,
I've
now
done that.
click on that three candle again. That's the second option. Okay, now be able to set your chart, the close of your candlestick. I mentioned time frame. Where you have different time frames. All right. So the interface of the MT4 on your phone is quite different from the one on your laptop. Okay. So let me just show you some of the features. Now on your top, you see something that looks like a clock by your top right.
Yeah, yeah.
Click on it. Now these are the different time frame. Give me H1. H1 means 1 hour.
H1. Okay.
It means 1 hour. It means that you are viewing your chart based on 1 hour time interval. Right?
Yeah.
You are viewing this 1 hour time interval. You can use your fingers to scroll back and forth on your chart. You can use your fingers to zoom in and zoom out, just the way you do with your pictures. Use your finger to zoom in and zoom out. Okay. All right. Now, still on that bottom, that place where you have those three, yeah, the next one beside it, that's an arrow pointing up. The next one, click on it. Now this is where you have your money, right? This demo account comes with 10,000, comes with $100,000, but it's a virtual money that you cannot withdraw. Your balance simply means the amount you have in your account. Now everything here is the same because there is no running trade. Once you place a trade, once you click that buy or sell, the details will change. Balance will remain the same. Now your equity is the money you have left in your account after you have placed a trade.
Okay.
All right. So this is it. Now see below the fourth option that looks like an envelope.
Okay.
Click on it. That is where you have your trade history. But there won't be any history there because you have not placed any trade. There's no history because you've not placed any trade.
Okay.
All right, so go back to the first option, the first one. Okay, this is where you have your currency pairs. So you have your currency. You can see, let's say the first one there is AUD NZD. AUD NZD. You see below it, you see spread. You see spread. You see 21. It's fluctuating. That 21 simply means 2.1 pips. It's a commission are being charged for trade executed. You see the first up the side, you see the first price. The first one is the buying price. The second one is the selling price. All right, the two prices, they are fluctuating. Simply means the market is open. Now, if you look at that price, there's one written very small, tiny on top. That is your pipette. That is why it's written like that. The pipette. Then they have two that are bold. They made two bold. Yeah. They made that one bold, but that is what they expect you to start doing your PIP calculation from. But remember, when you are trading, the MT4 calculates everything and show you your money. All right, except you want to do the calculation yourself. Okay. All right. So other features, you will get to understand other features as you progress. Whenever you try to come to the office, we'll guide you on how to do other things. Okay, no, our class tomorrow, um, we're going to do some practice for the class tomorrow. But whenever you have time, try to come to the office. I will send the address to you now. Try to come to the office with your laptop so that I can give you some other materials and do some other setups for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
It might not be today.
Yeah, no, anytime at
Meanwhile,
all. Yes.
if I want to start this, how do I go about registering it?
We'll come to that. It's a gradual process.
Okay.
Let's start with learning first.
No
We'll come
problem.
to that. Yeah. No need to be in a hurry.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, the training material I sent you contains a lot of things. So it will be good if you try to go through them on your own. Okay. Contains a whole lot.
They are my email, right?
Yes, and also it was sent to you on WhatsApp.
No problem. I'll try that. I'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay. All right. Also, tomorrow's class might be might not hold. Tomorrow class might hold at a later time. Class might start by 1. I'm not sure. But whichever way, I'll keep you updated.
No problem.
I'll keep you updated.
Just let me know. No problem.
All right. I think we'll call it a day here today. We'll continue again tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the day.